How's it going, everybody? Sizzix here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I've got a completely unscripted video here, and I'm also on Facecam for the first time in ages, aside from one tiny channel update I posted back when I was in training out of town and during the release of Secrets of the Obscure, and I'm pretty sure I deleted that from my channel anyway. So for a lot of people, this is probably the first time you're seeing my face. So hello. It is an unscripted video, but this is unfortunately the second time I've had to record this because I was about a minute away from being done last time, and I noticed the encoding was overloading, and I was like, it's probably ruined, and it sure was. It is stuttery jank. So hopefully this goes a little bit smoother today. Or not today. Now. It was 5 minutes ago. Anyway, today is October 25th. Yesterday, ArenaNet released their studio update, Guild Wars 2 in autumn and winter 2023, and we're going to go over it a little bit together here today. So, first major update of Secrets of the Obscure. We've got a couple more coming as batches of the expansion get released to us. So we'll take a look at what is coming for us in a little under 2 weeks now. So first things first, obviously, we're continuing the story of Secrets of the Obscure, which is great because the only bad part about the story, in my opinion, was the fact that it ended so quickly. I told my buddy Daneth that if I had one day off of work when it came out, I probably would have beaten the game in that one day and still had plenty of time to farm. My biggest complaint was just that it's too damn short right now. But we're getting 3 new story chapters. Looking forward to seeing that. We're going to be going into Naos, the realm of dreams. So we're getting a new map too, which is going to be the final map of Secrets of the Obscure. But apparently we won't get all of it because they like to tease us, like that Kiala Delve. Hopefully it's a little bit more enticing on each release than Kiala Delve's expansion was. So 3 new chapters of the story. And then down here, we've got this handy dandy little chart they gave us that we're going to run through. So this is just sort of like everything, right? So the August 22nd stuff, that was the launch. We're looking at November 7th. So we're getting the story continuing. We're getting Inner Naos, which is going to be the final map of the expansion. The Cosmic Observatory strike mission's getting a challenge mode. So good news for you strike fans. No new weapon stuff, but that is on the horizon. We get new Inner Naos masteries, so another mastery track to complement our roster of Soto masteries. New Wizard's Vault, seasonal refresh is happening in 13 days, so better get grinding if you're missing anything that you really want. Although some things will still be available, we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're getting the Oneiros spun armor. Not sure exactly what that is or exactly what that looks like, but it's not the legendary armor, and that's the important thing for me. We're getting more expansion relics. I believe it was 6 more relics. And then we are also getting a completely new thing called convergences. And then the rift hunting map rotation is getting completed. So all of the maps should be in rotation for rift hunting after that, which is pretty cool. They actually moved that up. They've got a little paragraph here talking about they were able to move that up because of the September 26th build. And then now they're just finishing it. So they're ahead of schedule on that, which is good. Because if they're ahead of schedule on that, then that means they're going to be able to move those people presumably to other projects. I don't know how game development works. I would assume that, but I don't know. Convergences, right? New mechanic, new thing, new stuff. Same buttons to mash. So I guess what we're going to be getting is public or squad-based assaults, like a little instanced assault into where the Cryptus are from, their home plane of existence, their home space, I don't know, pocket dimension. So there's going to be no waypoints in there. We just strike into it, according to this, and that's it. Like, we're there. So if you wipe, you wipe. I'm curious to see if personal waypoints will work or like revive orbs or stuff. Those might actually be really clutch in there, especially when you're like really close to winning. So you go in there and you try and survive long enough to complete the objective and take out the legendary Cryptus that's there. So that's pretty sick. The public version's on a timer, probably going to be like every 2 hours, I would imagine. Most events tend to be. But squads can open up convergences on demand using unstable Cryptus motivations from tier 2 and 3 bounties. So first of all, bounties are coming back. I can't imagine they would add these on to like the desert bounties. So I'm assuming we're going to be getting some bounties in Naos. Probably not the other 2 zones, but probably in Inner Naos. You can get to hunt down some like Cryptus leaders. That'd be pretty cool. And then you get a motivation each week by participating in a convergence, right? So you can do the public one, and then you can do one with a private squad if you want to. Then I would assume you can keep doing the public one multiple times, just not get a convergence. The question is like, if only one person needs it, depending on how big of a squad this is, right? Like say this is a 20-man squad, like if one person has it and you do a convergence successfully, then 19 more people have the motivation, so they could just like cruise through like 20 convergences, like back to back to back to back to back, assuming they're successful. That's pretty crazy. That might be a crazy good farm. I really hope that this does a lot in moving us towards easier legendary armor farming, because I don't know about y'all, but I die a little bit inside trying to farm for my legendary armor right now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Then we've got the Wizard's Vault refresh coming. So we all knew this was coming. There's a few interesting things here though. So some of the new things we're getting, right? We get 3 unique armor pieces that are going to complement the stuff from this session that's about to expire in the vault this season, as it were. So that's pretty cool. We're going to finish that armor set. And then we're getting a new infusion of some sort, weapon set color variant, and other things, according to this, and more. So we'll see. Hopefully like some bag slots or something would be pretty freaking cool. The build storage was pretty cool, but like bag slots or shared inventory slot, something like that would be pretty cool. Or Rainette, if you're listening, hook a brother up. So yeah, the interesting thing for me on this is I don't know if I missed this in earlier publications, but it says here, the Legacy Rewards tab, where all the exclusive cosmetic rewards from previous seasons will remain available. Although at a slightly higher cost due to being out of season. See, I didn't think that it was going to be just the cosmetic exclusives. So that means like the gold find, the bags of gold, the trophies, all that crap is gonna die, presumably. And we're just gonna be able to get the exclusive cosmetic rewards, which I already got. But that almost makes me want to change my priorities to like getting the cosmetics a little bit later in the season, because like if I miss them, I can go get them even though it's going to be at a higher cost. Whereas I got the cosmetics first. Well, I got the legendary and then I got the cosmetics and then I started getting the other things. So like I'm already done, and everything I haven't bought is stuff that's on the chopping block. So that kind of sucks. I might have to reevaluate that. So that's interesting, but I'm excited for another season. Looking forward to seeing all that. I'm going to try and hoard my astral acclaim and see if I can carry it over to next season or if it expires. I should probably look and see if they've already answered that as a thing, because it would really suck to lose 1300 astral acclaim. Anyway, we've got 6 additional expansion relics coming for our relics. And then they're also working on a skill and balance patch a little bit later, coming November 28th. I've heard, I haven't been super tuned into the meta play since the expansion release, but I've heard there's a lot of janky, broken things. So hopefully this fixes a lot of the builds and sort of evens some Stevens out. The November 28th patch is also going to bring in the weapon beta, so we're gonna actually get to try out the new weapons for our professions, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to trying that out now. We're also going to be getting... I lost my train of thought entirely, but yeah, looking forward to that. After that, we've also got the World versus World updates, right? So the Guildhall Arena update is going to be able to, you're going to be able to control what game mode rules your system plays with. So you can balance the skills for player versus player or world versus world. They're also going to be allowing teams outside of the confines of the guild arena, so you can use the entire map to battle your friends. So it sounds like guild versus guild might finally be able to come out of world versus world maps, freeing up that queue, and also just saving you guys who do guild versus guild from getting harassed by random people who think it's absolutely fucking hysterical to just drop in on you. So that's pretty sweet. Really, really, really sweet. Not really my cup of tea, but I think that's going to be a big update for a lot of people. So that's pretty cool. And then they're working on another world restructuring beta in 2024. Moving forward with that, which I don't have a lot to say about that. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it does well, because I would like the chance to, you know, be with different people than just my server. My server tends to get kicked around pretty bad. So I'm looking forward to the alliances system, even though I don't have a ton of time for world versus world these days. It is something that I would like to do in the future, and I would definitely appreciate that. So they're working full bore on that. Wish them the best of luck on that. We've got some more updates coming up in the future, as opposed to just the things on the 7th, the 28th, and then the future stuff, right? So November through January, we've got everything we already talked about, but Halloween event is ending November 7th. We're going to have the Extra Life live stream and like buff enhancement thing going on at some point in the near future. We're going to have a new hero jumpstart event, which sounds interesting. Not really sure what that entails, but it sounds interesting. Sounds pretty good. And then we've got Dungeon Rush, which is going to be a great time to finally tie up those dungeon achievements that I have been ignoring for the past 11 years of my character's lifespan. One of these days I'll finish them. Maybe this Dungeon Rush, maybe not. We've got Winter's Day and then Lunar New Year 2024 coming up too, which that's crazy that we're almost at the end of the year. I don't know where 2023 went, but I said that in 2022 and 2021 and 2020 anyway, so you know, that's just getting older for you. And then coming up, we've got the skill and balance updates, the weapon proficiency beta, which is going to be super hype, and then the world restructuring beta and Guildhall Arena updates. So a lot of good things coming up. I know there are some things that a lot of people would like to see get tweaked, but overall, I've been pretty happy with the expansion. I wish there was a little bit, it might even just be me, but I feel like there's a little bit like keeping me from really sinking my teeth into it. I don't know if it's because there wasn't like a ton of content for it right at the start, or you know, I just changed jobs right at the same time that this came out, and it's just been a lot to get used to, a lot of long hours, so that might be some of it. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to more Secrets of the Obscure. I love my Guild Wars too. I've been here for 11 years for a reason, right? But yeah, so they've got some Extra Life coming up. They've got their, let's see, they've got a preview of the November 28th balance patch, this Friday at noon Pacific time. So if you guys are interested in that balance patch, check that out. And then Extra Life, 24-hour Extra Life celebration, November 3rd and 4th, starting at noon Pacific time. Always love to help support Extra Life. Even if you can't donate, go drop into, not even just them, but a streamer, right? Go drop in and show some love to some people supporting Extra Life. Great cause that they do. So that being said, I do believe that is the entire patch we've run through, sort of a Cliff Notes abridged version with my rambling 15, 16 minutes here. Probably gonna make a couple cuts, but well, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, may fortune favor the bold, my adventuring friends.